Let's say that life is like a river, symbolically that is. We're all floating along this vast and ever-moving current. On the weekdays, we often find ourselves wading into the waters of responsibility. For most people, this either means going to your job, going to school, or whatever it is that you do for your profession or education working towards a profession. For many, the final night of the weekend, that always too soon night before starting the week, creeps in and causes unease and allows anxiety to take root. Let us contemplate this. Have you ever watched a river rushing along and noticed how, no matter how much it churns, it still flows forward? The river doesn't worry about where it's going. It just follows the path it was meant to take. It doesn't concern itself with the rocks and branches it encounters. It simply flows without effort. In the same way, your life is that same river. Your journey down the stream of existence itself will inevitably lead you back to the weekday, back into the weekly grind. Like the river, your path is set in front of you. You are competent and know your tasks well, so there's no explanation for this anxiety. Yet, even though you are aware of all of this, it persists, and the little knot in your stomach continues twisting and turning. This anxiety is a fundamental aspect of the human condition. We all experience it to some degree, even when the path ahead is clear to see. Some are better at hiding it than others, but it lurks in the depths and makes up a large part of our experience whether or not we are conscious of it. It's as if our minds have a bad habit of creating storm clouds on clear days, causing turbulence in calm waters. And here's the beauty of it all. In the same way that the river doesn't need to control its flow, you don't need to control this anxiety. It's a natural part of life. Your brain evolved to do this on purpose. So, accepting your anxiety, acknowledging it for what it is and just letting it be, is the key. Instead of fighting against it, trying to analyze it, or trying to overcome it with logic is futile. Simply observe it. Watch your thoughts and your feelings without judgment, as though they are nothing more than leaves floating atop the surface of the river. Again, you are the river, and the leaves are transient. When we accept the presence of our anxieties, we might find that their grip begins to loosen. It's as if you're telling it, you can come along for the ride, but you can't control the show. And as you float down the river, with your anxiety by your side, you'll find that the worries of the night before begin to fade, like distant ripples in the water, soon to be out of sight and out of mind. Remember, just as the river continues to flow, so do you. Embrace your anxiety and your unease. Let it be and let it go. You have the ability to navigate your life calmly and with confidence. So, as you close your eyes tonight, envision the river and let it remind you that the last night of the weekend is just one small bend in the ever-flowing stream. Tomorrow is but another turn in your journey. May you go forth with courage, knowing that like the river, you are meant to flow, and your path is oriented straight ahead. You have nothing to worry about if you can simply learn to trust yourself.